Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Ethan Green of Kingston High School, and he does quite a bit there. Of course, not every day you get to talk to a four-sport athlete. How's it going? How's it going, man?
Good. How are you?
Doing well. So let's talk about just what you're up to right now. I know you're in basketball season. How are things going there?
Um, this year, we've had comparative to last season, we've had a pretty good start. We're undefeated in our league, the NCTL, and got a lot of good athletes on my team that I really enjoy being around. And right now, our record is 13-3, and our season goals as a team are league champions and district champions.
Okay. So, so for many people that don't know, where is Kingston?
Kingston's in the thumb of Michigan. It's right about dead in the center of the thumb. Uh, just about anywhere from Kingston, about an hour drive.
Yeah, the thumb life. Um, so you're a four-sport athlete. Of course, you run cross country. You're going to do track as well as you also play basketball, which you're currently into right now, and you also play baseball. Uh,
hmm
what is it like just being a four-sport athlete? I mean, how busy are
I mean, in the fall, it's not as bad. That's always the start of school, so that's the easy stage of the school year. The winter, I'm like, I mean, on an average day, I'm at the school probably 8-9 hours, and then in the spring, baseball and track. I'm at the school for probably 10 hours, 12 hours a day in the spring.
How do you really manage like, being playing two sports in the spring while also being a pretty good student in the classroom too?
Um, One thing that I think is a big benefit is the people I'm around. I mean, I have great coaches and especially teachers. I guess I should thank teachers first because student is first and student athlete. But my coaches and teammates, my friends, they really help me. If it's hard to keep a positive attitude if you're not around people you don't like. So I really enjoy the companionship of my friends and my coaches. It's enjoyable to go to practices and be around those guys and girls for track and cross country. And I know schoolwork's really important too, but I try my best to get that done when I come home, as long as I'm having fun at practice and stuff, and I always am. So
Yeah. So, what's your favorite sport to play?
I'd say basketball. I've been around basketball since I was probably in kindergarten and first grade. That's brings me a lot of joy. Different competitiveness rather than, I mean, running is fun. I like that, but basketball is my first on the list.
Okay. What is your just overall? I mean, you've had a lot of success throughout your time, in the season. So kind of just talk about some of the things that the respective teams that you've been on. What have you guys been able to? What have you all been able to accomplish?
Well, I'll start in order. My freshman year, I didn't want to. I have to thank my cousin for this. He got me to run cross country with them so they could have a boys team and compete at our league and state levels. And I was a little bit impressed with my abilities in that. So I got to thank him otherwise I wouldn't be running. And I was able to run a decent time my freshman year, and I ran the next year, and I was able to qualify for our state championship meet in Michigan down at MIS, and just just worked harder every year, and like I said, my sophomore year I competed at the state meet, and then my junior year, our boys and girls team won our league title for cross country as a team, and then I also junior year I won the regional. I was first overall in the region, and I competed at the state meet again the next year, and I was able to run. I think it might have been, I think, a 17 flat 5K. and I was I think 26th in the D4 state meet, so I was an all-state athlete, and that gave me a lot of motivation going into the next season, and just didn't stop there. A lot of motivation for that. I really do like pushing myself when it comes to running. But then senior year, had all the same goals. We were able to win the league again. Um, After the league title, started running at our regional and then states. I was able to win the regional title again individually, and our girls won as a team, so that was pretty cool. But um, I competed at the state meet, but unfortunately I was sick that weekend, so I didn't run the time that I was hoping to for my last meet. But it was still nice to be there. So for cross, I've run at the state meet 3 times, regional champion 2 times, league champion 2 times, and my overall PR is 16:49 5K.
That's amazing. Um, what's it like being running at the state meet at MIS? Because obviously many people know that as, obviously it's the home meet for cross country. It obviously hosts NASCAR, and of course faster horses as well. But what's running that course like?
My sophomore year, that was the first year I had been there, and we were still under COVID rules and restrictions at that
Yeah,
time.
that was the year
So
I was there.
yeah, and they broke it up into 2 meets, and so I didn't really know what to expect when I ran down there. I mean, it was a little bit nerve wracking, I think, but I think that the way that meet was structured certainly was beneficial to a lot of the athletes because um, I'd say the most of the course is probably 12, 14 feet wide, maybe.
Yeah,
But then, like at the start, when you have 300 runners all trying to get out there and get their pace or get a position that they want, it's pretty compact. I mean, I know this year, I don't know about last year, but I know this year I watched a kid fall and then you got to tuck your head and roll and you don't want to get stepped on because everybody's wearing spikes. So, um, the first year when they split the meet up, I enjoyed that a lot more. But it's pretty crazy. I can't think of a time where I've had that many people all just there to support a bunch of runners.
yeah.
Everybody's all along the midfield of the course and then around the curve, and
It's
they're
crazy. There's a lot of
it's a
people.
crazy, yeah.
Okay, so I know you're a four-sport athlete. Are you going to continue athletics when you go to college, or what do you want to do in college?
Um, I don't plan to continue athletics in college. If I did, it would be under basketball, but I don't think I'm good enough for that. But I plan to go to Ferris State, and as a tentative major, I think I'm gonna say for now I'm gonna study optometry, eye doctor.
Oh, nice. Yeah, yeah. So what got you? Let me ask you this: what made you want to be an eye doctor?
Um, the it's funny you ask. Everybody's been asking me over the last year. What do you want to do? You're graduating soon, so I used to always tell people I wanted to do something in business, and I never really had like some people say, they they wanna they want to do this and they've known it since seventh grade. I never really had that. Just nothing really sparked my interest like that. And I always used to say business, but I did a lot of thinking about it. And I think that's a cool field to go into. I mean, this some people are afraid of needles. You don't want to go to the doctor to get shots, or people don't want to get your teeth drilled. But there's not really a reason to fear the eye doctor. They shine a light in your eye, and so I think that's kind of a cool field. I like science. I like biology and chemistry and stuff like that. So I think that kind of hits a lot of the things that I'm interested in, and that's just like I said, tentative. I say that, but I don't know if that's actually what I'll do. But I think that's what I want to do.
Okay, and then just kind of talk about just being, part of course, you were one of the recipients of with the MHSAA Scholar Athlete. Just kind of talk about just that and doing all this stuff and being a part of all these teams. It's gotta be a, and I don't know if you expected this when you entered high school.
Yeah, I really didn't. Like I said, freshman year, I didn't even expect to be. I didn't want to run. I had run before, but it wasn't very fun to me. But like you said, I've had cousins, I've had siblings, I've had friends years in front of me. You know, they always apply for this award, and it's everybody I've talked to. You know, they kind of have a similar resume to me, not exact, but they participate in a lot of sports. They've got a good GPA, they're good students, and um so I turned it in, and I was hoping like that I would be one of the ones selected, but I knew it was going to be very difficult to get selected, so I'm honored that the MHSAA had selected me. It's a pretty cool title. But she like everybody says this, but if you go back to my freshman year and say these are all the things you've done, you know, qualifying state meets and track and cross country and winning awards and titles and scholarships like this, I definitely wouldn't believe them. It's been a long, crazy, fun, enjoyable ride through the 4 years I've been enrolled at Kingston and in high school.
All right. Well, Ethan, thank you so much for coming on and
Hmm.
talking with us, and best of luck in the basketball season, in baseball and track, and then of course in your next 4 years. We will definitely have you on again sometime.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Have a great day. Thanks for having me on.